All right, welcome to video lesson number 2 in the 6-part series, Effective Weight Training. In this video lesson, I'm going to be explaining some of the fundamental principles behind structuring an effective, logical weight training routine to help you build muscle and burn fat. Whether your goal is to build muscle or burn fat, weight training is actually the most powerful form of exercise you can possibly implement. Yes, cardiovascular exercise does play a role as well, but it won't even come close to the powerful body transformation effects that a proper weight training routine can have. If you're trying to build muscle, then the reasons for including weight training in your program are pretty simple, and that is to provide a muscle growth stimulus for your body. If you were to simply consume a surplus of calories without the stimulus of weight training, all that would happen is you'd gain body fat. So by including a calorie surplus with a weight training stimulus, that calorie surplus will be diverted to muscle growth rather than increasing your body fat levels. If you're trying to burn fat, then weight training is actually equally as important, and that is because weight training helps you to build and maintain muscle mass. What most people don't know is that muscle is actually metabolically active tissue and burns calories all on its own. So what that means is that the more muscle you have on your body, the faster and more efficiently your body burns calories all around the clock. If you were following a fat-burning diet without including weight training in your program, you'd still burn body fat, but you'd also gradually lose muscle mass as well. And as you gradually lose muscle mass, your metabolism will slow down as well. So by including weight training, you're going to stimulate your body to hold on to all of that muscle tissue to keep your fat-burning metabolism raised. Not only that, but a reasonable level of muscular development is also going to help you get that lean, sculpted, athletic look that the majority of you are probably striving for. So whether your goal is to build muscle or burn fat, weight training is an absolute must. The good news is that structuring an effective weight training program is actually quite straightforward, and the same principles can be applied whether you're trying to build muscle or burn fat. That's correct. Whether you're an 18-year-old male who wants a bodybuilder's physique or a 45-year-old female who just wants to burn body fat, the same basic weight training protocol can still be used. A lot of people, particularly women, shy away from weight training for fear that it's going to cause them to appear bulky or masculine. Actually, nothing could be farther from the truth. Remember, if you're on a reduced calorie diet and your goal is to burn body fat, you're not actually going to gain any additional muscle mass as a result of weight training. Instead, the weight training that you perform when you're on a fat loss diet is simply there to help you maintain your current levels of muscle mass rather than helping you to build additional muscle mass. Not only that, but changes to your physique are going to happen at a very gradual pace, and so you'll always be able to tailor your approach as you go along. So with that out of the way, I want to outline 6 critical principles when it comes to structuring a proper weight training program. This principle lies at the very core of an effective weight training program because intensity is the actual stimulus that's responsible for producing muscular growth. Every time you go to the gym and you train with weights, what you're basically doing is you're intentionally damaging your muscles. You're creating what are called micro tears in the tissue. Your body then perceives those tears as a threat to its survival, and as a natural adaptive response will build the muscle mass up to greater and greater levels. Since muscle growth is a natural adaptation to stress, it's critical for you to understand that if you don't train with a sufficient level of intensity, your muscles quite simply are not going to respond. You have to push your body beyond a certain point in order to trigger the body's muscle building mechanism. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to build muscle or burn fat. Every single time you go to the gym, you need to be getting out of your comfort zone. If the last 1 to 2 reps of your set don't force you to dig down deep and train with almost 100% intensity of effort, then you just aren't training hard enough. Since muscle growth is a natural adaptation to stress, if you want to see continual improvements over time, then every time you enter the gym, you should be focusing on progression. For example, if you were to go into the gym to perform a chest workout and you did 150 pounds on the bench press for 8 reps, your body would adapt to that specific level of stress. If you were to go back to the gym and perform the exact same thing, you're going to get the exact same result. So in order to continually improve your results, you need to focus on pushing the envelope a little bit each time. By consistently improving on your performance each time you enter the gym, you're going to force your muscles and your body to adapt to the ever-increasing workload, and as a result, your muscle mass and strength will continue to improve over time. This is why it's so important that you keep a workout logbook. For every workout that you perform, you should be writing down exactly what you did. You need to take note of the exercises that you performed, how much weight you used, and how many reps you executed. Every time you go to the gym to perform a workout, your goal then is to beat the logbook by improving on your previous week's performance. You can do this by either increasing the amount of weight that you use on each exercise or by executing additional repetitions.